I'm Dolly. My channel name is Tea Time with Dolly and Thrifty Living. And of course, I have my tea. I have a combination of regular black decaf tea and green tea with some lemon juice. It's good, it's so cold on this hot summer day. So, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, tap that little subscribe. And also tell your friends about me. I would love to have more views and more subscribers. Okay, the last 2 weeks, or actually, did you get you something to drink? I almost forgot to mention that. Get you something too. And then join me. Okay, are you ready? So the last 2 weeks, I talked about our home. So today I want to continue that. Today the title is Tidy Home. Tidy, I think most of you know what it means. Neat and organized. A place where you want to be because it's nice and neat. And so I know that to keep your house nice and neat, there's one thing you really need to do, and that is have routines. And I know some of you are probably going to think, well, my house looks good and I don't have routines. If your house looks good all the time, you probably do have routines. Unless you have a maid that runs around and does things for you. Okay, and if you have that, you're probably not on a thrifty channel. Okay, so routines are nothing more than habits. And so most of you probably already have that habit of maybe getting up and straightening up, picking up, making your bed, just doing things that you just automatically do every day. Those are routines. You probably just wouldn't even think about running off here or there and not doing some of them. So, but if your house is usually very messy, you might need some more routines. You may have some, and maybe you're not very good at routines at all. So you're the ones that especially needs to, we need to talk about this. But even some of you with some routines might want to add one or two. So, if you look out the window and you see, oh no, there's company coming, house is a wreck, so you hurry around and you pick up like crazy before you enter the door. Of course, you can't do everything in a minute or two, but you do the best you can. Okay, if you had some of these routines, you wouldn't be quite so embarrassed. I'm sure things may get out of place now and then, of course. You live in your home. But to make it where it's not so embarrassing anyway, it's really not that hard. It really doesn't take that much time. I know you may think, oh, I just don't have time for all this. I work, I've got kids, whatever. You're a busy person. But I know some people don't work and they have a lot of time, maybe retired and still feel good, but their house may still be messy. So they just need some routines. But we all need routines, including myself. I'm not just talking about you. I'm talking about me also. I've had to learn, and I'm still learning. Okay, so the main thing is put things up as soon as you're done with them. And I know that sounds like, oh, well, I do part of the time. But I'm in a hurry. I'm always in a hurry. I've got to hurry off to work. I've got to hurry and get the kids to school. You're always in a hurry for something, so you'll do it later, right? So sometimes later doesn't come until much later. But if we just put things up as we get them out, and the main thing about that is habit and make it convenient, make it easy. Say if you're going to wear makeup, and you have to reach up on a high shelf. And maybe there's a couple things stacked on top of this container that's got your makeup in it. You know, and you've got to put it back. It's not convenient. You're in a hurry, so you're probably going to leave it lay out all over the bathroom sink. But if you have a drawer, and if you don't have a drawer handy in your sink cabinet, maybe a pretty basket or something sitting close by your sink, so that you can quickly just take your makeup and just push it in there. Or your other toiletry items, your toothbrush, your toothpaste, you know, deodorant, whatever. I have 2 drawers in my bathroom sink cabinet. The top one has my makeup and toothbrush, toothpaste, and deodorant and toiletry items. So when I'm done using them, I can just open that top drawer and in they go. I don't have a lot of stuff in there. I mean, I have enough, but I can find the things. I don't have to, like, it's not chaotic to have to dig through a whole pile of stuff because I've shoved it in there. It's just certain things in there, so it's easy just to stick them back in. And also underneath my sink, I have a cabinet door, and underneath there I keep a bottle of glass cleaner, bottle of spray disinfectant, and my hairspray and toilet bowl cleaner. Now, I don't advise you keeping these cleaner things under there if you have small children, unless, of course, you've got the childproof lock on your cabinet door. You may have to put some of that up on a high shelf, but if at all possible, keep it near where you're going to use it. So anyway, all I have to do is once I get my makeup on and my teeth brushed and whatever, all I'm doing, my hair combed and stuff, then all I have to do is just put those things back in the drawer, open the sink cabinet, and if there's any specks on the mirror, just give it a little squirt. And in my second drawer, I have rags cut up from old clothes, because this is a thrifty channel. So I get some of that and just, I'm not cleaning the entire mirror right now. I'm not cleaning everything thoroughly. This is a quick maintenance, okay? So if there's some spots on the mirror, I just quickly, give it a squirt with the window cleaner. And then the disinfectant, I spray the sink, give it a swipe, and the same way raise up the toilet lid and give the toilet lid and seat a swipe with the disinfectant. And the toilet bowl, I like to at least check it. You may not want to clean it every day, but it's probably a good idea. I don't use toilet bowl cleaner in every day because I'm not sure. I mean, that's not something you need to do, and that would also cost more money. But if you got the disinfectant in your hand, give it a squirt, or if you have some old shampoo or some kind of cleaner you really don't like that well, put a little bit in there and swish it around with your toilet brush. You're done. And it's only took probably 5 seconds to put your stuff in your drawer, another 3 or 4 seconds to wipe the sink out. And you see what I'm getting at? Really time yourself sometime if you think it takes too long. I've actually done this before. I can't remember now how long it took, but I was surprised what you can do in such a small amount of time. But now, if it's inconvenient, you've got to go in the other room to find the cleaners. You've got to go in the other room to get a bunch of stuff that you're always going to use in the bathroom. And you need some cleaner for the kitchen or the other room. Keep some in both rooms then. Make it as convenient as you can so that it's easy to put things up. So that's what I've got to say about that. Also, when talking about making things easy, when my son was young, you know how kids are. They don't really like putting their clothes up or raising a hamper lid to put their dirty clothes in it. So I got a big blue tub. It had little rope handles on it, no lid. It was just made that way. So, and his room was painted blue. So it looked good in the room, and I put it over in the corner. And he could sit on his bed. I think at that time it was like a bunk bed. He was the only one there, but my husband had fixed like a platform underneath for his train set, and he slept up on top. But he could take his clothes and pitch them into the tub without having to walk across the room and, raise up a lid. And so it kept him off of the floor more because he could stand up there or not stand up, sit up there, or wherever he got undressed in his room, he could just give him a pitch into the tub, and they more landed in the tub than on the floor. So, but I made it convenient for him, so that worked. So if you make things convenient for your children or for yourself, because even as adults, we're always hurrying off to take the kids to school, or hurrying off to work, or hurrying to a meeting, or hurrying to an appointment, or hurrying somewhere, and we're just the hurry up people. So make things as convenient as you can, and then your house will stay neater, because it'll be easier to put things up. See, I made a few notes here because I can't remember everything. My nose gets drippy when it's hot out, and it's hot out today. Okay, it's like also in your kitchen. This is an idea. I haven't done this, and now it's just my husband and I, but I just thought of it the other day. If everybody, I'm talking about people with a family, with children, not tiny kids, not toddlers or anything like that, but grade school kids that can reach the sink. If each one, when they get done eating, would pick up their plate and their silverware and their cup or glass, carry it into the sink, and rinse it, put it in the dishwasher. But if you don't have a dishwasher, like me, make some dishwater right before you eat, and then as your child gets up, they can take their dishes, put it in the sink, and clean it, rinse it, put it in the drainer, and it will take them probably 2 or 3 minutes, and all that's done. So then all you have to do is take your own dishes in there, wash them up, and then whatever you use to cook with, your pans or your cutting boards or bowls or whatever, and that would cut down a lot of time, and it wouldn't take very much of your family's time either if each one did their own. So that's an idea. So, and then I think, if you clean up after each meal, this is something that I actually heard on the computer. It came from the Fly Lady system. She has a cleaning YouTube channel. Well, I'm not sure if it's a YouTube channel. Anyway, she has a cleaning thing, Fly Lady. And she's wrote a book or two and stuff. Anyway, 15 minutes doing this and 15 minutes doing that, and I thought, I can't do much in 15 minutes. And I've watched some other channels that went by her methods, and it is surprising. So I set a timer for 15 minutes. I was totally amazed at what I could do in 15 minutes. I thought, things are going to take half hour, they're going to take an hour, they're going to take this long or that long. But she recommends 15 minutes in each room, she has her home in zones, and each zone you spend 15 minutes a day. And then you have lots of routine. You have your routines that you get in the habit. And it's really pretty simple. Once you, understand it, it's really not that hard. And I can see where it would really keep your house looking pretty good. But anyway, I was surprised. I thought 15 minutes then. I set the timer. A lot of times I do this when I'm washing dishes or getting ready or cleaning up the kitchen, because I think, I'm tired. 15 minutes. Be surprised. I usually have most of the dishes done in 15 minutes. And if I don't, I just usually go ahead and finish them. But I tell myself, if I don't, I can quit. I can finish it later. But it's funny if you tell yourself something you're more likely to feel like doing it. Or at least I do. So I guess it's a little game I play with myself, but it kind of motivates me. But I was really amazed at what I could accomplish in 15 minutes. You can even usually clean out a drawer. You pull out a drawer, it's got some clothes in there, and really you can usually look through them and decide, okay, I don't want this, or refold things nice and neat. Usually in 15 minutes, unless it's really, really bad. And then you can clean part of it one time and 15 minutes another time. So, anyway, so much for that. But it is surprising how much you can do in a short amount of time. So I like to have my table cleaned off after I clean up after a meal. And it's so pretty to have a little bouquet or a candle in the middle of it. It just seems like when you walk into the room, everything's tidier. Even if you don't have all your dishes done, if they're neatly in the sink or the dishwasher, and your table and cabinets are wiped off, and a pretty candle there, the whole room looks better. And then the same way in the bedroom. After you get done in the bathroom of a morning, and you wipe out your sink and stuff, if you walk back in your bedroom, hopefully you pulled your covers back, just kind of air out your bed, since you've slept in it all night. Then if you just make your bed, which doesn't take long, I'm not talking about changing sheets and mattress pad and all that stuff. I'm talking about on a daily basis. You just straighten it up, and it makes your whole bedroom just feel so much better when you walk into it. Let's see. Let's see what else oh yeah, one more thing I didn't mention that really helps chaos in the morning. If you've got to hurry off to work, or the kids got to hurry off to school, or your husband off to work, or whatever. I know some of us work from home, but we still have things we need to get done in preparation. So if we have bags to take with us, the kids have school bags, or maybe somebody will have a gym bag, or briefcase, whatever it is, and you're going to need it the next morning, get it ready and have a place near the door that you're going to go out. Maybe a little bench or a little table or a special spot over in the corner near the door so you don't forget it. And have those bags ready. The kids have theirs ready, you have yours ready. And also lunches. If your children needs lunches for school, or you've taken lunch to work, have that ready. Put it in the refrigerator the night before. And then that next morning, also, oh yes, I almost forgot, also your clothes. Lay out your clothes the night before. I do this even if I'm not going anyplace. If I'm just going to be home wearing my jeans, I still like to lay them out, which is why I don't have to wake my husband up, because he usually sleeps later than me. But if I have them laid out, they're there, they're handy. I usually lay mine out in the bathroom where I'm going to get dressed, and they're there. Whether it's your bedroom or your bathroom, whatever. If you have them out the night before, it really does cut out a lot of hurrying around and a lot of chaos if you've got your lunch ready, your bags ready, and your clothes ready. So, also, oh yeah, there's something else I mentioned. A lot of people do this, and I think this is a good idea. I do it, but sometimes I forget. So, see, I'm working on these routines too. If you go through your house, have a 5-minute pickup, just walk through your kitchen, your living room, and just the main part of your house, and you see there's a coffee cup or a pop can or magazine laying out, or a book, or whatever it is, just pick it up, put it up, fluff up the pillows on your couch, whatever you see that needs done. 5 minutes. It's not a big clean. You're just walking through and picking up. And, the next morning when you get up, the house will just look so much better. And that's something, if you have children, you can train your children the same way before they go to bed. Say, let's do a 5-minute pickup. Make it fun. Make it a game. Not something there's like, oh no, I gotta pick up my toys. or mom's going to spank me or yell at me or I'm going to get grounded. No, we don't want that. Just make it fun. Make it a game. You know, if they have a place to put their toys that's easy and convenient, like the tub I was telling you about that I use for my son's clothes, his dirty clothes. You know, you can do the same thing if you have a tub, or you have some, you don't want to get all the toys mixed together, Legos or something, but have a container that they can easily pick them up and toss them in. And the little ones, you may want to help them at first, or give them little prizes. You know, make a little chart and put stickers on it give them a sticker to put on it if they manage to get them all picked up in 5 minutes. Or you may need to allow 15 if it's very bad, but if possible, don't let the kids get everything out at once so the room is not a total mess. Get out what they're playing with, and don't let them drag every toy out at the same time. But make it fun. That way they won't mind it near as bad if they know there's a little treat at the end, whether it be a sticker or some other little treat, whatever works for you and them. But this way it will save you a little work. Sometimes it may seem like it's much work trying to teach them and help them, but in the long run it pays off, because then as they get older they've already got these habits of picking up, and it really, I think, will make a big difference. So I hope you liked this video, and maybe most of these things you already knew, but if it just reminds you or you picked up a tip or two, that's great. May God bless you this week. Bye-bye.